All right, so go ahead and begin today by completing the do now. If f is a continuous function and f prime of x is f of x, f being the antiderivative of f of x, for all real numbers x, then the integral of f of 2x dx from 1 to 3 is which of the following? Pause the video, give it a try. Once you get your answer, go ahead and compare your answers with those around you. See if you guys agree on the answer. If you can't come to an agreement, send your answer to Ms. Curtis on Teams for confirmation. All right, so the focus of today's lesson is integrals of symmetric functions. And our theorem says this. Suppose f is continuous on the closed interval negative a to a. We have two situations. If f, our function, is even, that is, f of negative x is f of x, then the integral from negative a to a, f of x dx, is just 2 times the integral of 0 to a, f of x dx. When you look at the image here in figure 5.67, that makes sense. Because if the function is even, it is symmetric about the y-axis, and therefore the area is equivalent on either side of this axis. Meaning we could find the area just on the positive side and then double it to get the entire area. In another case, if f is odd, that is, f of negative x is negative f of x, then our integral from negative a to a is actually 0. And as you see in the image here, we'll notice that the area above the x-axis to the right of the y is equal to the area below the x-axis to the left of the y. Therefore, our net area will be 0. Let's take a look at how this works. Example 1. Evaluate the integral of x to the 6th plus 1 from negative 2 to 2. So the first thing we want to check is the function even or odd. We do so by plugging in negative x. So we plug in negative x to the x to the 6th plus 1, and we get negative x to the 6th power plus 1. But as we know, any negative base to an even power gives us positive x to the 6th plus 1. Therefore, our function is really just f of x. Therefore, f of x is even. Now, that means the integral is simply equal to double the integral from 0 to 2, or that 2 times our antiderivative, which is x to the 7th over 7 plus x, from 0 to 2. Or equivalently, through using the fundamental theorem of calculus, 2 times 2 to the 7th over 7 plus 2 minus 2 times 0 to the 7th plus 2, which is equivalent to 2 times 2 to the 7th over 7 plus 2, or 2 times 128 over 7 plus 14 sevenths, or 284 sevenths. All right, so now we're going to evaluate the tangent of x over 1 plus x squared plus x to the 4th dx from negative 1 to 1. The first thing we're going to check is if this is even or odd by plugging in negative x. When we do that, we get tangent of negative x over 1 plus negative x squared plus negative x to the 4th. All of the even powers in the denominator will make these become positive. And then for tangent of negative x, we know that it's made up of sine over cosine. Sine's sine is not affected by the negative x, but cosine is. So it becomes negative tangent of x. And there is a little typo here, so let me fix this. It is 1 plus x squared plus x to the 4th, so no negative. Meaning this is exactly the opposite of what it was in the beginning. It is negative f of x. Therefore, f of x is odd. Now because this is odd, we know then that the integral is simply equal to 0. the net change is 0. Okay, now go ahead and jump back into College Board, and we are not doing the integration functions packet. Jump into AP Classroom and then please complete Unit 6B. This should be finished by tonight. Feel free to message me with questions.